¿Qué pasa, Holmes?
What's going on, ese?
This shit, me on.
Ain't shit, man. It's another week in the
Another
bag, and we back with another episode. What's good?
Welcome back to another episode of the Too Late We Said It podcast featuring myself, Sean Leverett, and my illustrious co-host, Edwin, the real deal, Nevado.
You almost said holy field. I wouldn't even have corrected you. I just left it like that's my fucking last name now. After I hang up, I'm gonna call my dad.
God damn, bro.
Hey,
Knock a nigga out hard. Hey, man, welcome back to another episode, bro. It's good to see you this week, man. How you feeling?
man, likewise, man. It's chilling, man. Got another week of work in,
Yeah,
Um,
back on the slavery tip.
yeah, man. Clocking in and clocking out, man.
I feel you.
That's all we do.
Ain't no other way to do it, bro. Ain't no other way to
Yeah.
do it, man. Well, let's jump right into it, man. But wait a minute. Before we start, man, we have a special guest this week.
A very special guest.
A VSOP. Is that just liquor, or you can?
VSOP. I guess so, man. I fuck with the VSOP.
Okay, yeah. Well, a very special guest this week. A friend of mine from the comedy grind. Very funny young man, man. He's new to the comedy game, but he's already made an impression on almost everyone he meets, man. A very, very funny comedian from here in Baltimore. Put your hands together for Mert. Whoa.
Let's
Thank
go.
you, ladies and gentlemen.
What's
Thank you
up,
for
man?
having me.
I'm
Nice
glad
to
you're
meet you,
here.
everyone. Thank you.
Likewise.
Oh, welcome back. Welcome, Mert, man. How you doing, man?
Man, it took me like 30 minutes to unblock my microphone. I thought I was blocked by the feds. Like,
You're a person of color, so you're welcome on this show.
Yeah.
I was shadow banned off my own computer.
If you do not know my dog Mert Wolf, he is a Baltimore-based comedian here, man. He's all over the city, all over DC, been to PA a couple times, always at Wits End. Magooby's Joke House. He got Magooby's coming up later this month, I think, right?
All around, yeah. I got a competition in the 26th.
Yes, sir. So make sure you go check him out, man. And as you'll see, he has a very unique perspective on a lot of things, man. That's why we had him on the show, because
no doubt,
I consider him a mind it's an independent free thinker. I never seen him with no bandana on his head, gang banging or nothing like that. So
Yeah, teardrop.
Turkey gang, nigga. But Mert, let the people know a little bit about yourself, man. Give them your little origin story, and how'd you arrive at this comedy game?
Man, to the comedy game, it's weird, man. For so many years, I just went to college and then just changing my major like like every year I would get a different major. I was a history major, then I was a business major, then I was a medical major.
Damn.
And
man, you
one day,
bouncing around.
one day I was like, yo, this is not for me. But I have so many different interests, but I always worked at restaurants too. I was making good money, so it didn't really bother me. So, but I would write always in high school, like poetry and just short stories. Then I went to a writing class one time. Just after I stopped going to college, I went back to a writing class in college, and I realized I was useless too. It was just like, yeah, I was like, what am I doing? Then I was like, one day I just wanted to record a podcast, just me. Then I realized that was difficult as fuck. Just by yourself, just you for like an hour.
Yeah.
It's like, it's difficult. Like, I don't know how some people do it. Like Bill Burr and all them, they just go hour, just him ranting.
Yeah, man. I think you just bring people in, just have people. It's always good to have somebody to have chemistry with, to bounce off of,
But then it hit me one day, literally out of the blue. I don't even know the day. I was like, I just want this shit to be funny. The podcast. I don't want to have a serious podcast. I just wanted to like have laughs. But then it hit me again. Everybody I watch is all comedians. Everybody I follow is all comedians. And I was like, man, maybe I should try this. And then I'm addicted now. I'm a crackhead now.
Yeah.
It is very
So that's
addictive, man.
It's like you're chasing a high all the time.
Yeah. I feel very rewarding for when we started doing this, and Sean approached me about possibly doing this, and I was like, it's always good. It's just one having a conversation with somebody that you respect, and admire,
Yeah.
and bouncing off each other. But then also as you start getting fans that start following and they start to interact, then it's like that connection. I really like how that works out. You feeling accomplished trying to get some topics out. But also being funny. We're spontaneous. It can
No,
go from
absolutely.
serious to funny so quick. You just doing nothing.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I just love arguing. To be honest, like I just
Yeah. So
Put it with the law school, man.
it is fun.
You could just be like, "What type of cheese?" I'm just arguing. It's in my blood.
White American or yellow American?
Turkish shit. It's just Turkish shit.
Yeah.
We just love arguing. Turkish people love arguing.
Yeah.
They just go on. They can argue about anything. My parents, my family, they argue all day. That's all they do.
Hey, because you get to know somebody when you have a debate with them,
Yeah.
as opposed to just getting that agreeableness. Like, yeah.
It really tests how far you're willing to go to stand up for what you believe in. It's like, how far are you willing to take this? Like, how far?
If I'm just standing there like, yeah, all right, the whole time, I don't really want to talk to you. Like,
Yeah.
let's just get this over with.
You need to go have a conversation with the Nigerians. Nigga. They love that. They love to argue too. A lot of people see people from Africa. It sound argumentative when they talking, but they could be talking about going to Sweet Frog to get ice cream. It just sound like but it is what it is, man. But hey, let's I know, Mert, I know you're a big sports head, man. So we'll crack this first egg on you, man. So I don't know if you heard or not, but the mayor of Dallas, because of the sprawl of the city, but because of the growth of the city and the trajectory it's been on, they are considering adding another major football team to the Dallas area, man, outside of the Cowboys. And a lot it's getting mixed reviews, but Jerry Jones is the main one. Like, we don't need no other team here. This is America's football. He want to protect his bread. But if you could see a new team added to the Dallas area, do you think it would be an effective team as far as financially and drawing some of the Cowboys fans?
Texas.
You don't think so?
No, it's Texas. They love football. It's a religion.
Texas is football. Mm-hmm.
It's down there. It's like I've been there a few times, and they just love football. You could put anybody down there, and they're gonna go to the games. But I mean, LA has two teams.
Yes.
LA has three teams, and sometimes like depends on the how teams move.
Yeah.
And I mean, even Bay Area has two teams, and it's definitely a big market for them. They could do it financially. I don't know about the base. That Cowboy fans not gonna leave. They won't leave for nothing. You know how
they got tattoos on the neck.
But the Texas fans, they jump ship.
Fuck the Texans.
So, Texas is a huge state.
Yeah.
They don't have to call it Dallas. It could be like Arlington, whatever. So I didn't even know about this. I didn't know about this.
Listen, Texas is so big on football that even the high school football games, the stadiums are packed. It's really that serious.
It's actually some high school arenas are bigger than professionals.
Like, they take football very seriously down there, so there's definitely a market for it. It's just a matter of Jerry Jones being in his feelings because he wants to corner that market. He wants that market to himself. So to have another team named Dallas, that's what makes it hard for him. But like you said, if they made it another city like Arlington or San Antonio, or another major city in Texas, then it wouldn't even affect Jerry Jones. But for another Dallas team.
Would it be an expansion team, like join another division?
They would have to do it. That's when we were talking about that. I was like, if they add another team as an expansion, you're going to have to add 3 more teams because you're going to have to add another division. And that's where I was thinking of. There should be an international team. In my belief, I was like, I could see an international team, and these are the countries: Mexico, Canada, Germany, and England. These are all locations that. Yeah, we've already been to Mexico 3 times for NFL games, and we're getting our first Germany games this season. We've already get several years. Was that?
What was the countries?
Mexico, Canada, Germany, and England.
No team in Africa? That was going to be my next.
Well, I mean, the reason why I mention those countries is because we've already played over there. He said that, just like you said that. No, we've played in the countries that I spoke. This year will be the first year where Germany is getting 2 games this year.
The
Ah,
thing with that is the travel is so difficult. You just got to cross the ocean, and it's not like a basketball team where there's 12 people in
Yeah.
their uniforms. You got the like 80 coaches,
that's true.
you got the staff, you got their
Equipment.
equipment, and it's like you got to take 6 planes. A lot of money.
At least 2 planes, probably.
They
Yeah,
get plane money.
it's like they gotta have a cargo plane and a passenger plane to make this trip.
Yeah,
I think it would
yeah.
be dope though, like in Tokyo, a Tokyo team, the Tokyo.
Well, do you guys remember NFL Europe?
Samurais.
Back in the 2000s, they had NFL Europe. You remember that?
Yeah,
They would play games there regularly, but they didn't have a based
That-
team there, though, did they?
They had a league. They had a European league.
yeah, European League.
Oh,
That's
I
where
didn't
this
know
is all Spain came from because that's when they started realizing there's a market over there. People actually
Yeah,
want
they had
want
some
football.
funny names, like funky, like Krakens, and
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So imagine
So
if England had their own team, Germany had their own team. It would definitely expand the NFL's talent pool because we're already pulling players, rugby players, over to the NFL from Australia and England and other countries too. So I mean, imagine that. I mean, I would say we don't need another Dallas team. We could use another international. I think an international division
So
would
if you
be
could pick one,
fucking
Edwin,
cool.
where would it be, bro? What team? What would be
London.
the team name of
London.
the city?
Yeah, you
London
got
Monarchs. No, you ever heard about the London Monarchs?
yeah the London Monarchs. That'd be that'd be
What's his
perfect.
name? Played for the LeVar Ball. Played
That's
him, played for
basketball.
them.
Yeah, but you could translate that to football
Suge
too.
Knight-
There's
Suge
baseball
Knight
giants in
played
New
for
York,
them.
football giants. Yeah, I like that. London Monarchs.
Suge Knight tried out for them back in the 80s.
Made the team, right?
Did he make the team?
Nah, he was
My
too,
God.
He did.
too thug. He shook the coach.
Yeah.
I'll run your ass over, nigga.
Like, look at these teams. Barcelona Dragons. I'm looking.
Hey,
at
what
these.
what
Oh,
would
I
be
remember
Germany's?
that.
What would be
The Arab
Germany's?
team they
What
had
would be
something.
Germany's name? What would be Germany's team name?
Blitzkrieg? I don't know.
Germany Nazis.
Man, I wasn't trying to set that up. I swear.
Bavarian.
Nah.
Bavarian. Bavarian Third Reich. The Third Reich.
The third.
Come on, man.
You know, they spend so much money trying to erase that part of their history, that stigma, and then just to bring a team back called the
Yo, it'll be, and then it's gonna go just like the Redskins, turn it into the Washington football team, and now the Commanders.
Oh yeah,
So-
if they can't get away with Redskins, you know Nazis not going.
Yeah, that's
What
not
if
gonna
that a-
fly,
what if that
man.
a Jewish owner though.
And then now we floating down some interesting waters here.
It probably just goes over anyway, based on the rest of the shit.
He's like, it's okay, I'm Jewish, so I can name him that. You
So
know?
that's where you would want to see one, Mert, in London.
If realistically, Mexico will be the best option,
You
just as
think
far
so?
as optics.
Big
but
population
travel-
there too.
You got Canada, and Canada's had their
Mexico.
league. The Canadian Football League's been around forever. So I mean, Canada definitely. If you're saying international, we gotta have a Canadian team, just because that would be fucked up not to.
It's weird though. It's weird though. I don't count them as international. You know, that's like they like
Yeah.
step
It's
brothers.
North America, but it ain't USA.
Mexico is a
Any
different
fan to go to
country.
Canada.
Yeah.
Mexico
So
is a different country, but Canada's like, yeah, you just a stepbrother. You know, like you just, you know, like
That's exactly what it is. American
Yeah.
stepbrother. Our mom and our dad is fucking, but that's it. We just cool. That's it.
yeah, exactly. But
imagine the story.
siblings always fighting, though. You know.
Stories of players in Mexico City and Tijuana
Yeah,
after the
you
game. You don't have
cartel
stories
at the game.
coming.
I'm going to the Mexico City game. Thugged
Yeah.
out at the game. And
Exactly.
that's huge.
The colors to
love football.
the colors to the Mexican team would be nice too, because they got the green with the red and the white, the green, red, and white. That would be a nice color scheme.
The Mexican. I'm gonna let you lead this one off, Edwin, because I don't want to get racist.
Hey man, I'm Puerto Rican. Don't put that on me.
If you play Madden,
I know what you're thinking though.
if you play Madden, they give you an option like to pick
For
a
an
game.
expansion team.
For Mexico City, they give you like conquistadors, the Vipers,
The
and
Vipers.
like armadillos.
You can play-
You could call them Aztecs, the Aztecs,
No,
Mayan, the Mexico City Mayans.
Nah, I want something raw, nigga. The Mexican.
Mayan is raw. Did you not see
Narcos? You want the Narcos? Narcos? You want
Narcos.
Narcos?
Cocaine
Narcos?
Cowboys. Niggas dressed in all white for
Cowboys.
home games.
You got the
Yo, yeah, Jerry Jones would definitely be suing that shit.
Hell yeah.
Is that there's only one team that's Cowboys.
That's me, nigga.
What the fuck?
He says that N-word all the time.
Jerry Jones.
Or he used to. In the 60s, he was dropping that shit all the time. That's
Who, Jerry Jones?
Yeah.
He was dropping that shit at 6 o'clock last night, nigga. I knew he was saying nigga where he was at last night.
I heard every time he hiccups, that word comes out.
Like you can tell he's getting really old now, you know? Like he's gonna start saying it without noticing. Like now he's holding himself back.
Got a little bit of mental
like 10 years, he's gonna just start saying on podium.
Soon as that dementia kicks in, he's gonna think he's back in 1955 again.
He's like Senator Palpatine. He's gonna be ready to say nigga real quick soon.
He said Palpatine.
Shout out to Jerry Jones.
Shout out to Jerry Jones.
We're just playing, Jerry. We know you're not racist.
Fuck Jerry
He's hilarious. To be honest, he's like a comic. Like he's like a character. He's such a character. Just, everything he does just makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Like he put up his draft board. Did you see that?
No, what did he do?
At the draft, somebody said like, "Oh, you passed on whatever," and he puts up his whole draft board, like his rankings. It's like, no, that's my. And the other GMs are like, "Yeah, you can't do that." Like,
yeah, you can't show them our draft board, yo. That's gonna fuck up our draft.
It's like the first round.
Yo, he wild. He didn't give a shit.
Jerry Jones was racist, yo, because when Kaepernick was taking knees, he walked down to the locker room. He said, "None of my niggas better not be taking no knees." I know that.
He said, "No, sir, we're not taking knees."
He went hard. Dak, you want one of them Sleep Member mattress commercials? Your little
Dak
nigger
did not
ass
fuck with
take no
Cap.
knees.
Dak said, "I'm getting my money."
So, Dak even said he not black. He pulled a "I'm not black, I'm Dak." He pulled the O.J. Simpson. That's sad. Bro.
Oh man, he did hold Jerry Jones hostage for a second with that contract negotiation,
So
and he got his contract too. You know, he got introduced for it.
He gonna do his dance, man. That is what it is. But I don't know. I would like to see it in like a remote jungle. I would like to see a football team like an Amazon. The Amazonian piranha.
Yeah, great. So while they're throwing a pass, a poison dart frog jumps in someone's britches, kills him from the poison.
Now that's a football game. Now that's entertainment.
That's entertainment.
See a nigga down on the field. What?
Look, well, we can put the stadium up in the desert in Arizona and just build that shit.
Right.
It up.
So we can do it.
Just let rattlesnake dens in there.
That stadium in Vegas is more of a club than a football stadium. That joint is like
it just looks like a mall. Like a mall.
And that's all it is, bro. They got pools near the field, clubs.
The Cowboy Stadium was like that too. I got to go in there.
It's a complex.
Yeah, entertainment complex.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. They getting their money, man. But
I kind of miss the old school stadiums. Yeah, go ahead.
Like you talking about like Lambeau Field and shit like that, was just like raw
the shit was all broken, piss smelling, and
it's there. That stadium still exists. It's called FedEx Field.
That's true. That's true.
You never been there, man? You can sit up. You can sit close to the field for like $80, yo.
Damn. Like broke and fell on the quarterback.
Yo, I'm talking about best seats in the house, $80.
Oh, that's what happened. That's what happened with Jalen Hurts. Where he,
there's videos like people still in the stands and just plumbing just all over their head, just busting everywhere.
Dan Schneider. He too worried about raping chicks and instead of fixing the
Oh my god.
Another can of worms, man.
I could fix the stadium, but I'm trying to get some of this pussy off the cuff.
He's a fiend.
He's a coochie fiend.
He's a mob, though. Nobody ever calls him out.
Yo, how come nobody's talk about how RG3 was going to make a book called Surviving Washington, and then 6 months before the book was supposed to come out, he calls the book off? He was all over our Instagram too, like, I'm going to be telling you the exploits of stuff that happened, how they mishandled my injury, and then all of a sudden, book sale gone. It was off the shelves, never came out.
Hush money. He called that Helene Maxwell hush
he
money.
apologized to him. Like Adam Schefter's supposed to have this piece, and then he would have apologized to Dan Snyder. No, to Dan Snyder said, "I apologize, sir." Like the leaked text messages. It's like I don't know. Dan Snyder's Suge Knight of the NFL. He just bullies everyone.
Like what I said, then shit.
No, what happened is Dan Snyder's got dirt on everybody. You see when they were investigating what happened, who got caught? Was it Dan Snyder or was it John Gruden? That was a message. Yeah, everybody thinks that this fun and games, but he used John Gruden as a message. Like, oh, you guys want to come after me? Here's a little tidbit of what I got. Boom. John Gruden gets hung like, ha! He's gone, and he's saying, I got plenty more where that came from. Who wants to start investigating me? I'll start airing out all y'all's trash, and I think that's what's going on. If I had to guess, he's got dirt on some major players, and they're like, oh, I'm not gonna. They'll take Dan Snyder down, but they'll go out with him. He'll take them all out with him. He'll be like, I'll take all of y'all with me. Take me out.
You know, at the same party, they all had their dicks out doing coke at the same time.
Yeah.
Damn.
He got pictures.
Damn.
They all visited that island, you know.
Oh Lord.
they all been there.
You guys ever heard of the scandal? You guys older than me. You guys should know this. The Minnesota Vikings, the sex scandal. You got time, Google this shit. They got all like caught on a boat. The whole Minnesota Vikings, like not the whole, it's like 30 players.
Adrian Peterson?
Nah, this is in the 2001. Randy Moss was there.
Oh, not Randy.
Not Randy.
If you just type Minnesota Vikings boat scandal, it pops up. It was all over the news like in 2000.
Wow, how did I not hear about this? That's the year that the Ravens won the Super Bowl.
Grimy stuff. This.
Once you get rich like that, yo, that's why I just hope I stay in poverty, yo. Because once you get rich, you start doing all types of things.
Yeah, you start getting comfortable. What else can my money buy?
I don't know, but anyway, man. What? So you did any of y'all watch the Squid Game show? Did you watch that?
Yeah, Squid Game. Yeah, that was a big thing. Yeah.
I saw my girl watch it. Like I didn't see the whole thing, but I know what happened.
I didn't see the show, but I witnessed somebody else see the show.
I'll pop in and watch the big parts and leave. I'm not, I'm not like a big TV watcher anymore, but I know all about it. Yeah.
I got caught up in that series, man. I actually
when did you watch it?
I watched it probably like at the downward side of the popularity. So
after everybody was done talking about it.
No, the people were still talking about it. Like I was almost at the end of the bell curve, but
okay,
I was completely off of it. It was good. Yeah, I did like it, man. It was.
To be honest, it's like I was expecting some big plot twist where this whole game was happening for like this crazy reason, but dude was just he was just a sick dude. That's all.
Rich and bored. That's what I'm
saying. Yeah, that's what it is. Rich and bored.
I was just expecting something like I don't know, like a metaphor or some shit. It was just like, I just want to fuck everybody over. Like,
evil Chinese man just wanted to.
It was a social experiment from his part because he was rich and bored. He wanted to see how far people were willing to go to get financial support, you know, and it started off with that slap, and I thought that was hilarious because it was like there's a lot of people that get caught up in that slap, and then they go again, and then they give them money, and then the slap's just like, wow, you just let me slap you right across the face.
That's the same thing as a casino, though, because if you take $400 from me in 30 minutes, you slap the shit out. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the difference? I mean, the physical contact is different, but I mean, you getting robbed at a casino. But we was talking about that to say this: Squid Game 2 is coming out. They declared it a couple months ago.
That ain't saving Netflix. I think that was an article. It was like, can Squid Game 2? Yeah. Can Squid Game 2 say? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Are you guys talking about like save it as in the stock price?
Well, Netflix is dropping. Netflix is dropping, and I think a lot of it they're trying to blame it on password sharing and all this stuff. But honestly, Netflix was being profitable well within that realm. Some subscribers like myself, I pay for the 4-screen price, so I should be able to decide what 4 screens I'm gonna connect. If I want to connect whoever screen, I got 4 screens. That's my 4 screens.
Exactly.
Unless they're trying to say that their stock is dropping because like people are starting to discontinue their service because they'd rather share it with somebody else. But that's not true. I think it's just content. Their content is oversaturated with a lot of crap. They have a lot of good shows, but there's more crap than there's good shows. And then you got HBO Max, Apple TV, Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, Hulu, all have their content. Their content is growing while Netflix is dropping.
That shit. It's disgusting. I got all that shit. Every single one.
I got them all too, and I'm like, yo, why do I got Netflix? And Netflix keeps raising their price, and what am I waiting around for? Stranger Things, Ozark, and Cobra Kai. What else can I mention?
It's
Oh,
nothing
Squid
on
Game
Netflix.
2. Squid Game 2.
I think they're always gonna have a market. It's not gonna go away. It's not gonna crash. But like you said, there's so many different things now, and the whole market's down anyway.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're always gonna make a deal with someone when it will boost their price, or the booster stock. There's always a new deal coming, mergers and everything.
Well, I mean, I think it's a life cycle for a lot of these companies, man. And Blockbuster Hollywood Video had their run, and they got wiped away by Redbox, and then Redbox got wiped away by Netflix. And now soon we're gonna have meta movies or metaverse. You put your Oculus on and you could be in the movie and shit. Be like, run, Forrest! Running with Forrest Gump through the woods. It's just it all has a life cycle.
YouTube has a lot of 3D content already where virtual content. It's just that you can
too.
Yeah, so you can actually change it and you get the 3D Oculus. I mean the virtual Oculus, and you can watch all that stuff through virtual.
What would be the first movie you want to see in
Oculus?
On like Oculus, I'd be scary movies. It'd be all about the scary movies in action.
You would go into a horror movie 3D?
Yes, those jump scares are different when you're watching them in virtual.
I'm staying off meta as long as I can. I'm staying off that shit till they force me on there.
Hey man, Meta Murph gonna be the first nigga out here. Meta Murph.
You see, they got comedians on there.
Yeah. It's a joint called it's a dude I think Kyle from Vegas or something. He got a show called Fail to Render, where it's an Oculus comedy club. Like people will honestly get into the comedy club.
You see the lawsuits off like sexual harassment on that already?
Inside the virtual club?
This lady said that there's people were trying to rape her at the Metaverse. I'm like, you could have just logged out. Just click off.
Wait, how do we equate that to reality? Like,
give me that digital pussy, bitch.
I'm digitally traumatized.
That's what she said.
I can never put my Oculus back on again.
When she busts a nut, the matrix numbers come out of us.
Think about this. You're gonna have people, like you said, banned from the metaverse, and just in real life they're normal, but no, in the metaverse you're a creep, son. You can't come in.
Hold on, do your sexual harassment charge translate from the metaverse into real life?
Yeah,
like as soon as you put your Oculus on, the Oculus feds come and lock you up in digital jail. So now every time you put your Oculus, you're in the prison. You're not. You can't even enjoy the fucking meta world because you're in prison.
You get a 404 error every time you go to Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon. It's
getting weird.
You put your Oculus on and you're in the middle of getting butt raped. You're like, oh shit, take it back off.
It's getting really weird. People
damn,
come out the house.
Oh my god, yo! I don't understand how you could be accosted and that's gonna open the window to digital bullying and all types of shit, man. But the second half of that Netflix question was we sort of blended into it naturally. Is how do you think the new entertainment landscape will be? Is this divergence from? I mean, we already went away from high-tier corporate people like Comcast and Cox and all of that as our primary source of, because people will have an a la carte service with Comcast, just internet, and then go get HBO Max plus outside. And they're not really fucking cable game. But do you think it'll be another level under that where people can be? I mean, because it already is sort of people could be their own production, like Mert's Comedy Channel, where you have not only your performance, but things that you've curated on your channel that you like, that you want your fans to have. Do you think that'll be something that could come into the future?
I mean, the internet has changed everything, I mean, like, I don't need cable anymore. I got a device, and I can just watch anything I want. It's good and bad because there's so many options now, so that it brings like the value of everything because there's so many options. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where it's gonna go. I just think whatever way it goes, it's gonna get really fucking weird. That's what's gonna. It's gonna, like you said, the metaverse. People are gonna be locked in all day.
Yeah. Things are gonna have smaller shelf life because, like, you think about it, a great movie comes out on streaming, right? And everyone's talking about it, and within days, something else comes out, and you're gonna be jumping from one thing to the next so fast. There's gonna be a lot of content that's gonna get lost in the breeze, and I think that's what's happening with Netflix. Is that Netflix, because they were the first streaming giant. They were the first ones to like really get big. That they were just pulling in all context from from all kinds of like indie artists and stuff, and say, "Come on, we'll take all your content because people are subscribing, and as long as we keep bringing in content, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It's gonna keep people engaged and looking through the content." So that's what they were. I think they were more about quantity over quality. But then the other streaming services, like Apple TV, they're a little bit more about quality over quantity. So when they drop something out, it's high quality stuff. So you're gonna stay on it, and they're more patient. And what's going on is as time's going by, I think Netflix is starting to fall behind because their quantity over quality is starting to become their hindrance. Whereas Apple TV, HBO Max, they're dropping like movie level production content out every time, and
Well,
people are.
Netflix had shit like Bird Box that was a banger.
To be honest, I watch more of the old stuff on Netflix. Like other day, I was like, I want to see a movie called Donnie Brasco, 1996. I want to see if it's on there. I typed it in, it's on there. I'm not really like the new shit they bring out like that. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of the. Like I said, I don't watch too much stuff, but just wait till deepfake takes off too. Deepfake, the technology is what it can. Like, there's so much to do with it. It just it's a new trend all the time, like you said. So
yeah, it's just constantly moving. Yeah, with the deepfake too, like what they did with the Mandalorian with Luke Skywalker. They basically the second season. What was it was actually on the Book of Boba Fett. They brought Luke Skywalker back at the end of the Mandalorian. Spoiler alert! My bad if you haven't seen it.
He looked weird as fuck.
And he looked weird as fuck. But then on the Book of Boba Fett, he looked real as fuck. And I'm like, yo, that is crazy. That technology. You don't even need the actor no more. You had somebody else play the voice, and you could deep fake them in, like no problem.
Yeah, it's just like getting into like you seen the Irishman. You seen the Irishman on like the mob movie on Netflix?
Oh yeah, and they did the same thing with Al Pacino and them. They made him look younger and shit.
Yeah, they made him look like 30 years younger, and it's them acting. They're all
it's all them, and they're just aging them down.
It's called de-aging technology.
Yeah, de-aging. Yeah. And remember Iron Man showed that shit from from a artificial standpoint or from a fictional standpoint when he was replaying a memory of his parents that he had a conversation with his parents. Remember? And he did that in the Iron Man movie, and that was funny that he was doing that. It was fictional, but that technology actually exists where they could de-age. And you're actually seeing that technology of a younger RDJ playing himself as like a 19-year-old kid. You're like, yo, that shit crazy. He really looks 19.
It's gonna get really weird. That's all I'm saying.
It's gonna get super weird.
I can't wait to.
I'm just upset that Betty White didn't make it. It would have been nice to see her play a de-aged version of herself. That would have been pretty cool.
Why everybody love Betty White so much? I see everybody be like, Betty White.
Let her go, man. People were like shocked that she passed away. I'm like, she's 99, bro.
Right.
She got everybody. At first, everybody was waiting like, when is it gonna be her time? And then everybody started thinking maybe she's immortal. She'll live forever. And she died weeks before her 100th birthday. That's the crazy part.
Man,
I think about her with all this technology. Like she was 20 and when she was 90, the difference in the world.
Complete different world.
Yeah.
Like it's not even like it's just like exactly like completely different.
That's why I think it would have been a full circle moment for her to play a character and be de-aged, because she lived in a time when we didn't even have color TV. When she was alive way back, and she was an actress from way back when she was young. So she's been in the industry so long, she's seen every single technological advancement in the movie industry, and it would have been so. I just think it would have been cool just to see her play de-age, like a full circle. Like I lived before we were filming with cameras.
I wish she was still alive. So I'd be like, was fucking easier in the 30s or in the 2000s? Because she was giving up that busy every day.
Born in the Great Depression, bro.
I think that's why she lived so long.
I was fucking in the Great Depression.
1921, bro. What the fuck?
Damn.
She was born when Hitler was born.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's why she died, bro.
It's crazy. I mean,
we all gonna die, man. That's why when people say, I can't believe Betty White died. Nigga, when you die, what you gonna say?
Shocking. I hate when people say shocking. When people die, they're like, shocking. What the fuck?
You don't give a fuck.
What's so shocking? Everyone's gonna die. It's not shocking.
I can't believe it. Not Betty. 2021 be better. All that shit, man. Not the year before this bitch died.
You know what my greatest fear is that like a movie that I'm anticipating for the longest time is coming out, and then the night before the premiere, I wake up and I'm like in a metaphysical world. I'm like, huh? And it's like today's the day to watch it. It's like I'm sorry to inform you that you're in spirit form. You are dead. No, I won't get to see this movie that I've been waiting to see. Yo, I swear, I don't know why that's a fear of mine.
They get pre-released 1 week in heaven though, so you be good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know that. I can watch it for
Jesus used to work in Lion Gate.
In hell, you gotta watch the bootleg version.
Yeah, as I get older, I see like trailers to movies that says, "Please God, let me live long enough to see that one."
Hey,
then you can take me out.
Have you ever been fully satisfied at the movies though? Like you bought in, you got the hype, you want to go see it, and then you go there and it's like, oh.
Overhype? Yeah, there's overhype happens. That's why I always temper my expectations.
Depends. Like the superhero movies, I'm always underwhelmed. But depends. I see some like movies certain times. You know, you smoke a little, and then you eat popcorn. There's an experience too. I'm sipping on big ass Coke this big.
Yeah.
It's like I'm just chilling, but not in a long time. But I still like going to the movies though. I enjoy the
atmosphere.
Yeah,
just chilling on a date.
You go with the right crowd and it's fun because you want to be able to enjoy its experience, and I think that's
the max for me. 4 is the max. I don't want to go with more than 4 people.
Yeah, 4 is the max.
Long ass concession visits.
No, yeah, exactly.
Passing the popcorn. No, but I love with a lot of people because then if you're tired of holding the popcorn, you just pass it down and then just forget it. Like keep that thing down there somewhere.
Have y'all been to the movies recently where it'd be a lot of niggas in the movie theater? Like it'd be motherfuckers talking. That's my favorite movie experience when they be like, "This raggedy bitch."
Yeah, I love. That's what I love. I love that shit. Yeah, I love that because instantly when that happens, it gives me the permission to do it too. And it's like everybody's talking shit. That means I can go ahead and get free with it.
You hear like
and
everyone at once like, "Oh shit," or they making
yeah. We're in sync.
Sometimes it's the best part. It's like he won't be in part 2, and then it's like everyone starts laughing. Like definitely not, because his head is rolling down the thing.
Yeah. It's a better experience watching it in a theater because you're more locked in. You see the details that you cannot catch on the couch. Your phone's going off on the couch. You might look over your phone. The bird might chirp.
Right.
Anything. Movie theater, you're locked in. So it's just an experience that I think it will never go away. It'll be a niche.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like. People always gonna have vinyls, right? It's always a thing. It's not gonna be the best thing in the world or the most popular thing.
Right.
It's always gonna be there. So
I'm always gonna go got a spot in America. Yeah, forever. You ever been to a drive-in?
Long time ago.
Yeah.
There's too many shootings. You can't
drive by.
Yeah, the spraying the whole thing. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Bro.
When I was in California, I went to one.
A drive-in theater?
And then there was a shot. Like, I heard shots. So, like, I can fuck out of here.
That's what happened at the beginning of Poetic Justice, nigga. That's what I heard.
Michael! You go to the drive-in?
No, not after I seen Poetic Justice.
I've never been to a drive-in.
They got one here, though, called... I don't know, some white people name.
Yeah, it's in the like some county, Hartford County, one of those counties.
Billy's or some shit like
that. What is it, like Bel Air or something?
No, not that
far. It's in Clanland, zip code 66666.
Clanland.
Straight up Hartford Road, just go Hartford Road.
Grand Wizard Boulevard.
Grand Wizard Boulevard. That's hella racist. God damn. Not Grand Wizard Boulevard. What was getting for on that street?
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Jesus. You got to have a nice car. You got to have a really comfortable car to go to drive in. You can't go in with that fucked up small-ass car.
Geo Metro with the cloth seats.
Yeah. If you got a nice car with a space, yeah, you get some food and I guess watch it. But if you got a tiny Honda Civic, you fucking cramped up.
Drift play when you I
I feel like a lot of people go there to get like some action, like
Some head. Keep it real, yo.
yeah.
That's what the drive-in. That's perfect because you got the privacy that you got, in
It
the
ain't that
vehicle.
private though. The people
It
next
ain't
to you know you fucking.
Well, I mean, think about it for a minute. It's dark.
little 12-year-olds looking
If
over.
you got tents, and it's dark, you'll see the car rocking, but you ain't gonna see what's happening.
He be over there fucking. He be like,
Oh my god.
Yo, because I did that as a test one time. When I'm sitting still, you just go like this. The whole car moves when you move.
But
So
nobody
imagine
playing that
two
regular.
bodies like woof, 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 woof. That car's gonna be like yank 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 yank. Yeah, you're gonna know.
We just put some head. We ain't say.
So,
I don't
Just
fuck
a
good
bad-
enough to fuck at the drive-in movie theater. You gotta be skilled to do that because I don't want nobody to see me be like, "Oh, that nigga a D overall." You too quick.
you gotta have a little flexibility, or you have a really large vehicle, so
Or
that
a
you
very
could.
large woman, nigga. She's a lot.
I think it's the opposite. I think the smaller the frame, the easier to explore
Nah,
different
you
positions.
just lay a big broad across the back. You know what I'm saying?
I
Anywhere.
have a lot of experiences in a car. So,
Freaky Mert.
I
They be,
mean,
they
Yo,
be fucking in the car. line.
I've had
You
my
gotta
feet
put
on the
your feet
windshield, son, and the
all
seat
the way
all the way back.
Look, y'all saying the same thing. How you fucked in the car? Question mark.
high
Yo.
school days.
Yo, you got to. Yeah,
Brian,
that's how you do it.
Some cars got my DNA all over it.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, my first car was a Ford Thunderbird, and that had a lot of space in it.
The two-door?
So, yeah, the 2-door, big Ford
That was
Thunderbird.
a long ass car. Paul.
Yeah, yo, you had space in there. You could put the seat all the way down too. So it's almost like you're fully laid down. You could lay down and be on the bottom, or you can be on top. Put your feet on the dash, and put your feet on the windshield. Put your feet so your toes are hitting down on the windshield, and just push it from that position.
This nigga doing bridges in the pussy.
I can't do that shit now, man. I was skinny back then. I was like 145 pounds soaking wet, so I could move around in the car back in the day. I can't do that now, though.
I can barely fuck on the regular
I
bed.
go to the back seat. That's all. The back seat.
Yeah.
Just the back
Oh
seat.
my god. Well, speaking of sex in a car and what that could lead to, another controversial topic in the media right now is I think it's the Congress is talking about repealing the Roe versus Wade decision, which would affect the abilities and opportunities and the option for abortion for a lot of women, man. And me and E was talking about it a little bit before we started the show, and I said I'm for abortion. If you want to 86 your seed, that is what it is. That's on you. But how y'all feel about that, man? We could dive into this and dissect it a little bit.
Man, this is a rough topic just because. So let me try to understand exactly what the repealment is. Is this the Roe versus Wade basically saying that they're taking abortion off the table completely for everyone? Is that what the discussion is?
States will decide. Each state will vote on their own laws, basically.
Oh, okay. So each state will decide whether or not they're pro-choice or pro-life.
Yes.
But that'll inevitably alienate some women.
Oh yeah, because then they'll have to travel to different states. It's just so much hassle. Honestly, I think that there's a. I would look at it like it's a pro-choice situation. The woman's her body, her choice.
Benji's driving. Thank you.
That's just how I look at it. You know what I mean? And sometimes a man was like, a man wants to sometimes interject in that. It's like, but I'm half of that equation. I also fertilize the egg and I'm part of that life. So I should have a say in this. And I think that that's what this repealment is all about is like, try to interject your decision into it, but in the end, whose body is it? Who's the one that's got to have the procedure? Who's got to really live with it? See, we're just attached to the situation from an exterior standpoint. They're actually going through the situation. So, I mean, what is it up to a man to say, whether or not you can or can't do that? Because circumstances are going to fall into play. If the woman was raped or it was an abusive relationship, she don't want that attachment. She should have to make that choice. That's my opinion. I mean, what do you think?
Where would you feel so let's say you had a baby with a chick and you want to keep the baby, do you think that like if she want to get rid of it and you be like, hey, I'll take the kid You don't have to have any ties to him at all. I want to be a father to this kid. I got you pregnant by on purpose, chick. I was sneaking the nut in you, so I want this baby.
I would say that, but guess what? It's still her choice. We don't know why, because she's got to carry it for 9 months. She's got to do her body's the one that's going to take the effects and the changes and the hits from that pregnancy. So she's going to have the decision. I'm going to try my best to plead my case, give her all the options necessary. But in the end, you got to support what her decision is and just be, hey, like, you know, if I want a kid that bad, I got to find a woman, make sure that she wants what I want, and then actually have a kid on purpose. Because sometimes kids come unexpectedly. You know what I mean? That's what
most times kids come unexpectedly.
Yeah. So you know, I mean, in that situation, you gotta play the cards the way they're dealt, and just say, hey, it is what it is, and it could be hurtful. Like, let's say I really want to be a father, I don't have any kids, and here I am, opportunity to be a father, and she says, I don't want this kid. You know, what else are you gonna do? You can't put a gun to her head and say you can't do this. So what are we gonna make the law force her to not be able to make choices in her own body? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Jesse Goldberg said, "What if a chick get pregnant by accidentally sitting in the passenger seat of a Merc car? Do she have the ability?" I didn't know you better than me, Merc. You wrong.
The cum dust, the
dust, like cinnamon toast crunch sprinkles.
It's like a protein shake, like protein shake. You mix it up.
Just add water and it reanimates.
There you go.
Wet or water, moist.
That's crazy. I think the situation is like with most situations, you know, in the United States, man. The people in power just want to flex, you know. Like you said, if a chick get pregnant, man, at the end of the day, you know, chicks can die from having a baby. They can get infections that they got to get amputated and shit with. The baby could have Down syndrome and all types of shit that's going to affect. I mean, the example I gave earlier where you said you're going to keep it, you can detach from the baby itself is rarely the case. You know, it's not a lot of motherfuckers running around like, yeah, throw the baby my way, bitch. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not happening a lot.
It's
So,
like,
I mean, I always feel like
it's a sensitive topic. It's like
It is.
So for me personally, it comes down to individual rights. It's not about man, woman. It's about individual rights. I don't think the government should tell anybody what to do with their lives.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, abortion is a heavy topic, but it is a lifestyle decision. So a government should not have the power to tell you what to do. So what to go to do a procedure with a doctor. Same thing like euthanasia. I don't think anybody should be telling you that if you're sick enough, you want to be put down. Nobody should be able to tell you no, you can't.
Right.
You know, but there are also certain things that bother me too. Like as a society, there's no in between. Like there's no okay. Let's talk about this in an intelligent way.
No
it's
reason.
either like people my age are like some people say crazy shit. Like I know a woman is like have another one, baby. I had 4. Like they don't give a fuck.
4 abortions.
Yeah. Like okay. Obviously,
Triple doubles abortion.
I'm not against abortion. I don't. And I don't believe in telling what to do with anyone's life. It's your family, your life. You guys made that decision. You live with it.
Right.
But we also have to educate people that abortion is not something that should be taken lightly. Like I see so many conversations. People are like, "Have another one, baby. It's nothing. Fuck them kids." Like they joke about it and shit. But it's a disconnect when a woman, in my opinion, looks at abortion like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Like. And I also think that when they say you should not have an opinion if you don't have uterus, I don't agree with that neither. We all have to talk about things together.
As a society, right. Yeah.
Like, so my girl, right? If she's pregnant tomorrow, decision, we're going to make it together. We're not just going to be like, all right, baby, you do your thing. Just hit me up when you make a decision. No, we're going to sit down. And we're going to think about it. We're going to ponder on it. And we're going to think about it. But the thing is though, the internet's not real life. Nobody on the internet changes their mind ever. Like people on Twitter comments and Reddit comments, they don't change their mind. Everybody wants to make a statement and that's it. So someone will post and says you don't have a uterus, don't make any assumptions, whatever. And someone will reply with a clever reply. That's it. Like we need to teach people. Okay, you're in a perfect world. Okay, you're allowed to have an abortion.
Mm-hmm.
But just know this is something serious. Like, don't play with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this is nothing like. But when I see people don't take it seriously at all, that's like a disconnect from your soul in a way. Like, it's like a disconnect between your humanity. Like, you don't give a fuck. You got pregnant.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, in our DNA, in our nature, we're here to procreate.
Right.
Like we put ourselves above all the things in this planet. Like we're above elephants, animals. They just out here fucking and having babies. You know what I'm saying? But us, for some reason, we have other, motivations and stuff. We have
Infrastructure.
consciousness. But at the end of the day, we have the same nature that they have.
Yeah.
The same attraction.
Well, I mean,
so.
speaking on that, when it comes to animals, though, it's different for animals because us being at the top of the food chain, we don't have all of the dangers that animals in the ecosystem has. Like like certain animals, they'll have hundreds of, like a turtle, for instance, hundreds of eggs. Why is it having hundreds? Because the chances are that only 3 or 4 of them will make it to adult life. So they have to have more kids to offset the balance of loss. And that's what happens in the ecosystem. Where us, we don't have that problem because if kids don't have parents, they're going to foster care. We always find ways. So we're constantly evolving. So that means that you have to incorporate all of those things together because.
Up until recently, though, it just got like that, though, Edwin, because back in the 40s and 50s, even, people would have 13 kids and 10 of them niggas die, and then you got 4 left.
Yeah.
For a while, it was ingrained in us to just fuck. I'm losing 70% of these niggas anyway, so.
Yeah.
I believe in the individual rights of people. I think government is much better when the government is not involved in our lives for most things. There's certain things that have to step in, like, racism and like you cannot like.
I'm waiting for them to step in on that. I'm waiting for them to step in.
If you can't hire somebody, if you don't hire somebody just because how they look, you don't like how they look. Oh, that is a dark man. I don't want to hire him. Then government should enforce that. Look, whatever. But the least government is involved in our life, the better for our lives, I think, because they always fuck shit up. They always ruin it.
That's an internal decision, That's what it comes down to. Just like you said,
we have to educate the people, the youth, into like, this is serious, man. Like, don't look at this as a toy. Like, this is nothing. Like, something does change when people have like abortions and shit. Something does change about them. They don't talk about it. It's taboo to discuss it. There's something that
it's an effect.
It's not just like something that just you do it and then you never like think about it. It's always gonna be in the back of your mind, and but like people are abortion advocate, right? Like I'm like, what the fuck is an abortion activist? Like, are you educating people on what to do, or are you just like, hey, have an abortion? Like,
some people
it's like
that, man.
And give him a sticker like when you voted. I had an abortion.
That's called the gamification of politics. They just make it something that they can latch onto, and it becomes their thing. You know,
like I believe in your freedom, but we also shouldn't. I'm not going to say abortion is a good thing. It's also a thing that should be a little taboo in our society. That you should be like. You shouldn't be proud of it. That's just my opinion. You shouldn't just, like
something that you shouldn't be proudly proclaiming. I guess.
And I see so many people my age do that. Like, I had one fucking dog.
That's the whole reground of the free love movement.
I mean, what about the morning after pill? Is that a form of abortion or what?
No.
I don't think that's abortion. That's just like, skeeted in this bro.
Hey, check this out.
She looked like
conception happens instantly during that part, right? So when you have the morning after, there's actually meiosis occurring in that moment. When you take that morning after, and it terminates that.
Sometimes you need to terminate that because when you wake up and you see who you nutted in, you like,
my girl got pregnant. This is like 6-7 years ago. And
hold up, Mert, don't get put out the house, nigga. Don't say nothing that's gonna have you.
I'm a traditional man.
Think thoroughly before you say this.
So you told them niggas you nutted in me, huh?
No, she got pregnant, right? And it wasn't Biden. I'm just kidding. No,
don't say that to Sean.
She got pregnant, and we were discussing like what to do, like. And at the time I was so young. I was like 20 or something. Like I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, or no, maybe like 22. I don't know. I was just like, maybe we should do it. So we went to the clinic, and when the clinic told us that she already had a miscarriage,
and
he
was like,
So that sounds
Went,
so fucked up.
you went back through the
Like
drive-through, put
I
that money
wasn't
back
I
in.
wasn't relieved because there was a miscarriage. I was just relieved that I didn't have to make a decision.
Yeah. Yeah,
I was like, yeah,
I can understand that. It's like the
you just
decision was
like,
made for you,
yeah.
and now you
It
don't
would have
have
never,
to have that in
it
the
would have
back of
never
your
been right with me.
conscience.
It would have always fucked with me.
Yeah,
I already know myself. I would
yeah,
always
man.
be like,
Yeah,
yeah,
man, and that's kind of thing because you always wonder, like, man, this kid would be, and that's what happens to a lot of mothers too that have abortions. Though 5 years later, they were like, my kid would have been 5 right now, and then they'll see a kid going to the school bus and kissing their mom, and all of a sudden, depression hits, and that stuff comes to you. Sometimes it don't hit you right away. It might hit
yeah.
you years later. You'll see a kid, and all of a
Especially,
sudden, your mind will remember, like, today would have been the day that they would have been 5 or some shit, and you would be fucked up from that shit.
And
they see
Brenda's
LeBron,
got
they
a
see
baby start
LeBron,
playing in your head.
they
Yeah,
see
man.
LeBron James. They're like, LeBron couldn't have my son. Nah, bitch, your son is not LeBron.
You know if your coochie can produce a LeBron. Your coochie wasn't capable of producing LeBron.
Yeah.
You was producing Mayor Brandon Scott, but you wasn't producing LeBron out that pussy.
Oh, don't bring him in here. Don't bring his name up.
I know. Hey, some parents take that shit harder. As some parents take the abortion game harder than their children. Because I know with my ex, spouse, my ex girlfriend, she was a Vietnamese girl, and me and her parents was super cool. Just because I don't know if you notice about Vietnamese people, but in some parts of Vietnam, it's people that look like me, but they got the Asian phenotype,
Yeah.
but they dark. They look just like black people. I'll never forget the nigga. He was just a bald Ninja Turtle looking nigga, but he was Vietnamese. and they were so amicable with me, so nice. But after we had did what we talking about, I mean, the whole energy changed when I would go over there. Like, they would give me a few feet to take my shoes off before I came in the house. After the abortion, they just take them shits off, nigga, in the hallway, and then come in. They didn't make me.
You're a disgrace now.
Yeah, no more Korean barbecue.
Yeah, wait.
And then just dirty
Where I grew up,
scowling.
I'm Turkish. In Turkey, and I mean, in Turkey is not like it's illegal, but it's culturally it's still very taboo. It's not like like especially in certain parts, the woman might not even have a choice in it. Like, you just like shut the fuck up. You gonna have this baby. Like, yeah.
It gets
crazy.
We also haven't touched on the spiritual aspect of it from like the religion aspect, because I think that this whole situation that's occurring now is coming from a religion standpoint, like
definitely.
I think they should take religion out of it, because religion is bullshit in most instances.
Well, we're supposed to be it's supposed to be separated of church and
state, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, they got a lot of money in politics.
Yeah.
FBI, faith-based initiative.
Hey, that's true. I mean, listen, we try our hardest to separate church and state, but at the same time, we have religious sentiment in our anthem and other stuff. You always say things like "Under God" or "God bless America." So it's in it. It's in it. You can't ignore it. You know what I mean? So it's like
ignore it.
Fuck.
You can.
You know what pissed me off? This is like 4 or 5 years ago. I was at Howard Community College in Columbia, and I had just went to the cafeteria and got myself a tuna sandwich, and I got a chips, the cookie, the soda.
Look, that shit must have been
good. Was it a chocolate chip cookie? Was it crunchy or soft patch? Just curious.
I just get in the car, right? I was like, I'm gonna go home and eat it at home.
Right.
And I'm driving on the highway, like right off that little Patuxent Parkway, and then I see like this anti-abortion like protesters.
Oof.
And like they had like graphic pictures of like aborted babies on a sign. Like, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
at what point? Why do you do that?
It's first of all, it's 10 a.m., bro. Like, I'm not trying to see this. What the fuck? Like, I just got my tuna sandwich. I'm seeing like nasty aborted, like just
fetuses.
Yo, you don't want to see. I saw. Yo, it is. It's fucked up because they really do. Yeah, they toss those kids like they're just the little fetuses. They just toss them like they're trash,
like
bro.
At the beginning of 300, lest I be discarded.
I'm not trying to
shit. The ones at 300 are discarded more honorably than the fetuses.
They just throw them down.
Like, you know how when a fish dies and then you're a little kid and you're crying, but then your mom just flushes them down the toilet. Just picture that being a fetus, bro. I'm mad, but it's not. It's fucked up, bro. It's fucked up.
Stem cells come from that shit.
Yeah, they use a lot of shit, man. That's why I don't buy the religious side of the game, because they cherry pick where they're going to apply the religion at. You know, like you were saying, them people that's out there protesting, don't kill your baby, bitch. They say that to a broad before she head into the abortion clinic, but then they go right home and do some sacrilegious shit like fuck they dog.
Well, you know what they say: if it has a heartbeat, it's a life, and it has rights.
I mean, think about it. A lot of religious people also support the military.
Right.
And that's all about death and destruction.
It's like, God bless America. You wasn't blessing us when you was hanging.
It's funny. I came from a military family. Like my whole family is military people. But the older I get, I just kind of like see things for what it is, and like it's weird. I mean, I'm not against them because I know people in the military, but it's like I can't just be like I love the military because then I mean it's like I love war. Then I love like. It's supposed to be for defense, but we know that's not just that.
No,
we're the empire. So
I'm
getting off topic.
You know Jeff. No, it's cool. You know Jeff, the comedian. We're not going to the Elvis. Jeff Elvis. And he told me all the time about how when he was in Afghanistan, all he was doing was guarding the poppy fields for real. Yeah. Like so, you sending people over here to protect the heroin production that you don't know how to get into the USA. It's so much fluff.
Yeah. Well, remember, it's about narrative and reality. The narrative is what they're telling us they're there for, and then the reality what they're really there for. It's two different things.
It's like the first time I met Mr. Elvis, and like maybe the second time we're just at like this bar, and then someone starts talking about 9/11, and then we're just talking about whatever if it's inside job whatever, and then I go. And like, imagine right after it happened, like you gotta be a dumb motherfucker to sign up and go to war.
You know you going to war.
And then Jeff's looking at me like, you looking at him.
Oh man.
I didn't realize, like, I mean, but yeah, I had a friend and he would just say like he went to Iraq right after 9/11. And then he said he would be on the back of a truck. And they would have so many dead bodies piled up from just shooting at everybody. They had given an order like anybody come 100 feet, just pop them.
Shock and awe. That's what they called it when they went over there. Shock and awe. Just blow some shit up, shoot motherfuckers. They're gonna be like, we know Taliban. No.
So when 9/11 happened in the war afterwards, I was an American. So
you had to shut the fuck up. You had to just
I was in Turkey, and in Turkey. Oh, okay. In Turkey, you had to but in Turkey, the perception is way different. Like when America went into Iraq, everybody hated George Bush. The whole Middle East, they hate George Bush to this day. They don't fuck with him. They think it was unjustified, whatever. So, and then when I come here, and a couple of years later, I moved to America, and it's like everyone's like, don't ever forget, and it's like freedom fighters. So you see both sides of the pendulum is like, damn, what the fuck? So which one's the real? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's real, bro.
Well, that you know what that says is everybody's the hero in their own story. Absolutely. You know, the villain. There's no villains in a singular story.
Every sitcom in Turkey that came out right after 9/11, and Osama was like a comedic character. George Bush was a comedic character in a sitcom. They had a sitcom of Osama, George Bush, and FBI and CIA. Tony Blair, all them dudes. Like, Jesus Christ. They're going hard. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because they not under the net. They not under. Yeah. Not, shame and if you did that here.
Imagine in 2001. Oh my god.
You'd have had an insurrection at your house, nigga. They'd have been climbing on the roof. Get in there and get that boy. Yeah,
wow.
I said a lot about because I'm a big conspiracy theory type nigga. If y'all don't know,
Me too.
Most I don't believe them all, but it's some things that if you trace back to the roots, it make a little bit of sense. And I was saying that to some of my white friends. They was, oh, how dare you spit on the flag?
Never forget.
Never forget.
I lost the plane ticket in that crash.
Hey man, the one thing that's facts is that this country was founded on blood, for real. So regardless,
every country for that matter, almost every country.
Nah, but this was more so than any.
Because it's still here and it's so predominant.
Because hey, it was discovered. Remember, it was discovered.
Manifest destiny.
What about the people that was here? No. I discovered it. They weren't already here. They weren't here already.
I don't know.
Go back in history, is just brutal, man. Every country every country that's established right now, there was a war, or there was a some type of conquest. You know, it's like
it wasn't developed. It was taken. In most
well, because every faction felt like they were the proper. They were the ones in the right. So we got to expand our empire so that our reaches reached all the ends of the earth. Because we're the ones that are right. We're treating our citizens the best way. So they just go out and just start murdering people.
It is, man. But hey, man, while we on the topic of killing children, man, let's switch to the next topic. And, if you kill the child, he won't be there to enjoy it, or he or she won't be there. We was gonna talk about Disney, man. Disney then put out a lot of bangers over my lifetime.
Before we go forward, so we're going from killing children to making them happy. What a great segue! Now let's make
selling them teddy bears and items.
There you go.
Capitalist slaves.
So Edwin, man, let me pose a question to Mert first. So were you able to did they have any like Disney movies in Turkey when you was growing up?
Oh yeah.
Y'all had Mulan and all that shit?
All that shit. I had a Mulan toy. I remember I was like a preschool, not preschool. We don't have preschool in Turkey. I just first grade, 7 years old.
Welcome, nigga, learn.
Yeah, that's what it is. You just throw you in. But I had a Mulan toy there, yeah, all the time. But you have a Turkish dub or subtitles. But all that shit. Disney's global. Like everybody knows Disney. It might be the most known name in the whole world. If you think about it.
Disney Corp. So what would you say would be your favorite song that the Disney Corp has ever produced, man? I want to know your top 5, but if you give me the top 2.
I'll give you 5 without the ranking. Just 5. That's
just 5 that was bangers.
Yeah, the Jungle Book song, Bare Necessities.
Oh, Bare Necessities. Yeah, that's good.
Matt said, "What the fuck is Mert doing here? I thought this was blacks and Puerto Ricans." No, we added a Turkish individual.
I did the 20 and 3 me, whatever, 20 and 3, whatever. I'm
look at
one person African.
Look at that, Matt. You look at that hair texture, bro. He's a Negroid. He's good.
Hey, yo, I might have African in me though.
We all got African in us. Bro.
That's the origin. It's the origin to our whole human race.
Bare necessities, right?
Bare necessities. I think that was pretty dry though. But go ahead. But hey, this.
Hey man, that's his list, man. Let the man have his list. Shitting on his list.
I ain't even let him start.
He can't even let the man live on his list. I almost ripped my mic cord out for that.
This is all from my childhood too. I don't really
all right, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Let me let you go through your 5.
I don't just bump the shit right now too.
He said that was dry. All right, go ahead.
Under the sea.
Nice.
I like that. You like that? You're like, nah.
I'm not gonna say nothing. Go ahead.
The song from Lion King.
Which one?
Which one? Circle of Life. Can't wait to be king. Be prepared.
Hakuna Matata, yo.
Hakuna Matata. There you go.
Okay.
How many I have? Is that 3?
That's 3.
And then Arabian Nights.
Ooh.
That was a banger.
Yeah.
I gotta give you credit on that one.
The 5th one. That's tough.
So many, Mert.
There is so many, but I had a rough childhood. So.
That's what I was about to say, because it don't look like you watched a lot of Disney. This nigga said Under the Sea. That was.
I seen all that shit.
Oh, Under the Sea was good. I got my list.
Okay, go ahead, Edwin.
Go ahead.
Nah, he still got one more.
No, I'm gonna think about this. Y'all go ahead.
All right. My all-time favorite song.
Ranked? This is from favorite to 5, 1 to 5.
Oof. It's tough because I got to think off the top of the head. Okay. So let me just name 5 and then I'll rank them after I name them.
Y'all ain't no real Disney niggas. That's what I'm saying.
Never Had a Friend Like Me is one of the songs I really liked. I sung that a lot. Robin Williams was the man on that movie.
Rest in peace.
So Never Had a Friend Like Me. I like Kiss the Girl. Don't be, yeah. You gotta kiss the girl. Whoa. Circle of Life. To me, the greatest Disney movie intro. That's probably gonna be my top one, Circle of Life, because the way that joint comes in with the sunset and goes, nah, It's unmatched, Joe. Yo, I was standing on my chair like, yo, and I have a huge love for animals too. So I really love the landscape that they did with that. So Circle of Life, that's 3, right? And then I said Friend Like Me, right?
You said Friend Like Me,
Kiss the Girl,
Circle of Life.
Circle of Life.
Oh,
what's the one from Moana? The Rock.
Oh,
You're welcome. You're welcome. Love that fucking song. And then the other one is Surface Pressure from Encanto. No, Surface Pressure is like where she's like, I move mountains. Yeah. That don't stop. Whoa. Pressure like it. Don't stop. Whoa. You don't like that song?
Fuck no.
All right, what's your fucking 5 then? Circle of Life. All right, I got the order too. Circle of Life. Circle of Life. Never Had a Friend Like Me. Then Kiss the Girl. Then You're Welcome, and then Surface Pressure. Those are my top 5.
All trash, nigga. Let me put you onto this hot shit from Disney. Number 5 is a certified banger from Mulan. Be Prepared. About when he like, let's get down to business.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a good.
The Huns trying not to show that she a woman, and they like,
that's a good one.
Okay.
Because she was jumping in and out the tub and shit. She was trying to hide her coochie. And she did a good job. That was a good one. That's number 5. Number 4. I'm gonna say I misspoke. So the first one was Mulan. The second one, the fourth one is Be Prepared from Scar on Lion King.
Yeah, Be Prepared. That's a good one.
Mufasa.
Ooh, just tingles me.
Number 3. I don't even know, yo. I talked all that shit and I don't remember now.
Look at you.
I don't know, but Disney got some bangers, bro. Disney, I would say,
man, your list is trash. You don't even got 5. You got 3.
You was waiting.
You was just sitting there slamming on it. Yo, Be Prepared is a good song though. It only reason why I didn't make 5 is because I like Surface Pressure better than that one.
I'd rather listen to We Don't Talk About Bruno than Surface Pressure. Because
I thought Bruno was overrated.
I thought so too.
The whole movie was overrated.
Oh, shots fired!
You just spit on the Spanish community.
Man, Encanto got all the awards.
I don't
this
care.
Is for Mirasa.
My girl is Venezuelan. She was like, "This shit is basic."
Yeah, it is. It's whitewashed Latinas.
It's not just that, but there was no twist. You know, there was no like. Usually the movies go a little deeper than Disney movies. This one had no twist. It like went climax really fast and just came back down. Like it was.
I didn't even see it to the end though, to tell you the truth.
I bet you I can find white people that don't like George Carlin. So that means that there's Spanish people that's not gonna like Encanto. It doesn't take away from what Encanto is. It just wasn't her cup of tea, and I can respect that. But but what I liked about Encanto was the songs actually drove the story forward, where some more so than a lot of other joints.
Man, I don't know, man. I think I'm trying to think of the best Disney song that's ever made.
I mean, like what you said. I love You're Welcome. I gotta add to my 5. You're Welcome.
Yeah, You're Welcome is too good, man. That rock joint.
Other song on that movie too. The one, the big old thing, the shiny thing sings. I'm shiny.
Shiny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that song. Yeah. That was really good. Yeah. That big ass turtle or crab. He was a crab, wasn't he?
You there's a lot to be tough, but your best wasn't good enough to shine.
Yeah, that was good. I also heard the original song where she sings in the beginning when she's like, "How far will I go? How far will I go?"
Oh yeah, that was good. I'm trying to see the top Disney songs.
I'm looking at it.
I know it's some bangers, yo.
Super fragile.
You know what? You know another song? Savages, barely even human. From Pocahontas. Savages, barely even human. Yo, that song was crazy, yo.
They saying Let It Go from Frozen is the best song.
Yeah, that's probably the most popular by now. I mean,
yeah. Well, that's probably the most transferable song because you could hear that song outside of that movie and be like, hey, that's a pretty good song.
I
No, you don't agree. But you know what? You know who we're.
Kid, that one? You got kids?
Ooh,
I do. I have a son.
Y'all all watch all this shit. Y'all like up to date.
Yeah. My son's favorite Disney movie when he was growing up was Finding Nemo.
I don't remember the songs off that. I love the movie.
They didn't really have songs.
it's
Yeah, that's
two
why I
of them.
loved it.
It's two of them on here we completely missed out on, yo. I didn't know
What's that?
that. Can you feel?
Yeah, that's Lion King. That was written by Elton John.
That's
So
a
was
banger.
Circle of Life. He wrote, I think, 3 songs off that.
What's the one that goes Deception, This Great? What's that one? Deception and This Great.
Disgrace.
That's a Lion
Deception.
King
Take
too.
off my face.
You sure that's on Lion King?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's the one
when he had to run
Scar.
away from yeah.
Yeah, they're like kicking him out.
Shiny is on there. That's a top 10. You was right about that one. Remember
I
me.
mean, I have a lot of movies.
Oh, Remember Me from Coco. That's a good one.
Oh, but look, you
See,
got
Coco
a
was great. I
friend.
love
Into
Coco.
me.
See, Coco was great. I love Coco. And
Coco was really good. I really like Coco.
Ernesto
Coco
de la Cruz.
and Tonto Cruz.
He touched my ass.
He was the future. Yo, he was future of ancient Mexico. He was fucking bitches and leaving him.
He was shiesty. He said he was the Mexican future.
There's too many songs because now I'm thinking about Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas.
Yeah, that's on there.
Where she was like, have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon? Or ask the grinning bobcat why he grinned? Let me see if I can.
Pocahontas was a sellout though. She sold
Can you
out.
sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
If my
You can
daughter
go-
sells
Yeah.
me out like Pocahontas did over some dick, I'm gonna go back in time and get an abortion on her ass.
You know that wasn't a real story.
I know, right? They whitewashed it. They took her away from there. Or something.
They say, "You
Come on, bitch.
Pocahontas supposedly was a real person, though. Just
Yeah,
the story. The story was just fabricated. They made it seem like, it was all peaches and cream, when it really
It's always a
wasn't.
love story. It's always a love story. You know,
With the
there was no
blonde
love
man
back
with blue
then.
eyes.
You know how it really ended? It really ended with Pocahontas slept with the dude and then he gave her a disease and she spread it to her whole village and they died.
Damn. Imagine
I'm not saying that's exactly, but a lot of Indians died from the plagues that they brought from
Smallpox.
all of that they brought, and a lot of them died from getting sick because they went to a pure ecosystem that's never had any outside interference, and here they come with their boats and stuff and brought all their STDs and everything with them.
I think it was
someone to make that
no,
version.
yo,
I want someone
because
to make that version, like the real version. Someone to make it.
Jordan Peterson.
We need Mel Gibson to do that.
Apocalypto.
But they was bringing
the Christopher Columbus version.
the Crusaders was the one bringing the herpes and shit back to England. Because they would come back and their wives would be like, "What's my pussy itching?" Because we didn't fuck all that native.
that was an impressive.
Crikey, my coochie's on fire.
Now they're Australian.
There was grimy people, bro. There was grimy people eating
they
them
was getting
swine.
It is.
They was on the ship for 4 months, just on
Fucking
it.
each
So
other.
It was because of the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. That'd be crazy because the men was on there fucking each other and then they get out with all the anti-gay stuff. But you the main one stroking your mans from
that's
the back.
that's where the pirates, a lot of pirates back in the day were gay.
That's why they had them hoop earrings and nose rings.
Yeah, they were flamboyant. You see the pirates wearing.
Hey, when you're out on sea for a long time, you go from being pirates to butt pirates.
That's how you get your sea legs. A nigga got clap
even
you from
to
the
this
back.
day, I had a friend on a submarine. Like he worked on a submarine.
I feel horrible for saying that. I wish I could take it back.
No, it's too late, nigga.
It's too late.
I had a friend in the Navy, I think it was an officer, and they were in a submarine for like 2-3 months, and he would say, dudes would come up to me like, "Yo, let's just fuck." He's like, I can't take it no more. Like, but they would ask permission. Like, they're not just. He was just like, "No, bro, I'm good."
Oh man, they're so respectable and so.
Bro, you under the sea for 3 months.
How considerate of him.
I was considered. Hey man, you trying to throw that pussy at me real quick, honey? Spread them cheeks, bro.
It don't count. It's under the sea, bro.
Shit, they counted me, nigga. Under the sea,
Under the sea.
sucking at meat. Downward sweater, nut on your sweater, take it from me. All right, hey, let's segue to this last thing, bro. We creeping up on 120, man. So long story short, I need to brush up on my Disney songs, but y'all niggas selections was trash. Let me just put that out there.
Arabian.
At least we remember more songs than you did.
You did. Fuck y'all niggas still. All right, so I told you earlier, Edwin.
Oh shit! A Whole New World. I wish I could put that in my top 5.
They never had no songs for niggas that wasn't simping though, like a hardcore nigga. I'm raw out here in these Disney streets.
Didn't Mariah and like there was like a diva track that was done too, with Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, and all that. It was like Dreams or something. Like it was a Mulan. It was on the Mulan soundtrack, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Fuck it. Move on. Next topic. My bad. I done brought it back. I'm like, I'm not done talking about these Disney songs.
It's heavy on my heart, cuz.
Mama.
No, but so I'm planning to go out to Las Vegas with my wife, and I was just looking at things to do in Las Vegas, and I came across the advert for penis extension or penis reconstruction that you can have done in Vegas, and you'd be outpatient.
Yeah, I want to touch on the reconstruction first. Okay, so exactly.
First of all, would you guys be open to getting a penis reconstruction or extension, just like a Brazilian butt lift for your dick?
I have not reached the juncture in my life that will require me to desire any of those things.
Whatever I got is what you're getting.
All right, so hold on, fellas. So let's say you with your girl, and from the back, and she ain't making the same sounds that she was making 2 months ago. Like she used to be like, but now she just like. So you like, man, maybe I need to get my dick extended or
maybe I need to reevaluate where she's going on the weekends.
This highway feels ran.
I'm not about to cover up that mystery with a penile adjustment. I'm gonna try to figure out why does it make a different noise.
So Mert, why you anti penis reconstruction? Yeah,
I'm not anti, but I'm terrified of surgery, bro.
But you can get more girth on the earth.
Listen, man. And nothing a rhino pills from a gas station can't fix.
No.
I take my chances with the rhino pill from China. Chinese rhino.
Are those suppository pills, or do you take them by mouth?
Them pills look like 8-ounce bottles of water.
Have you ever taken one?
Oh, so they're rectally.
You took one. How it worked?
It's like I felt crazy.
Did it make the veins larger?
I don't remember. I just remember like just hulking
it got the
up,
veins in it.
It was like hulking up. Shit like steroids.
Oh, so it does have the veins and it's green.
Damn.
Have you ever had anything like done to your dick, like surgical wise, like any type of shit? Like I had a kidney stone. They had to remove it.
Oh shit! I had a kidney stone and I peed that bitch out and it hurt.
I did not. They had to put me under.
That means that kidney stone got too big for you to pass through your urethral passage.
No, or it just wouldn't come out. It just was not coming out.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So do they cut you, or do they?
They do an incision through your penis hole.
Yeah, they make it bigger and then put a little freaking mechanical thing, and they go in there and grab that shit.
Yo, listen. So
they go down your urethra, don't they?
If I had Googled the surgery, I would not have showed up to the doctor. I would have done it. So glad I didn't Google it.
Oh my gosh!
They put you under, and you woke up like it just surgery on the dick is not fun.
Yo, so how long was the recovery process? And did it hurt when you peed and stuff like that?
Yes. When you wake up, you don't know how to pee, bro. Like, bro, how am I supposed to pee? But no, first of all, I didn't know what they did. They put something inside like your penis hole so that it can, like, you can help pee it out, whatever. And then
they expand.
You just feel really sore. Nothing changes with your dick. Size don't change. You don't look disfigured. But
He wants everyone to know that his dick is still normal.
it's brown.
It's regular. Dick hole's back to normal size.
Hand back down to your hip.
But when you come back to the office, they have to remove what they put inside of you. And they don't put you under for that. They don't put you under.
Oh, no.
And it's like 30 seconds. It takes 30 seconds. But it's the worst 30 seconds of your life.
Oh, so now I'm starting to see. So they put like an expander in there. They make an incision in your
they call it stem.
A stem, yeah. They expand, so they make an incision, then put it in there to open up your passage more, so that you can pass the stone. You pass the stone, and then they pull it out.
Plus I had
shit.
Yeah, the guy goes, "You want to watch it on the camera?" I'm like, "No, I'm good."
Fuck no.
I need to see this thing entering.
I just closed my eyes, bro, lean back, and I was like, "Please, let's be done."
Did it feel pressure?
Yeah, it just felt like someone like put a needle but it was like 5 seconds of crazy pain and stop. 5 seconds of crazy pain and stop before you know when it's over. And they show what they put out of you. It's like this long cable. Like, what the fuck? That was inside of you? Like, yeah.
Yo, that's making my heart rate go up, bro.
And then you put your clothes back on. Then you put your clothes back on, leave. I felt emasculated. Like, I felt walking my head down, like, off the doctor's office.
Did the doctor walk out smoking a cigarette?
Yeah, bro. It felt like they violated me. Like, I walked out of that bitch.
Yeah.
The pussy was alright.
Wait till you get a prostate exam.
Yo, see, that's the thing. I've been through. I didn't have because I got Crohn's disease, so I gotta get colonoscopies regularly, and my ass is blowed out. My shit is bust wide open at this point. Nigga. My pussy loose.
Bust you open.
My butt is bust open, nigga. So, but I had a surgery a couple months ago. I had to get a catheter, and that was crazy. That's why I understood what you mean when they said cable out your dick.
Oh man!
Yeah, just any type of surgery. Like I had knee surgeries when I was like 19. I just can't any type of surgery unless it's completely necessary. I'm not doing it. I just don't want to go under. It's not fun to go under the knife. You know,
I like the high when they put you to sleep with the laughing gas though. That shit.
Yeah, that's fine. The first. Then you wake up fucked up. Like, what the fuck? Where am I?
Yeah, I had my tonsils and adenoids removed when I was a kid, so I remember that. But I was like 7 years old. That was the only time I went under the knife.
That ain't a real surgery.
They put me there like, count back. Fuck, it isn't. Fucking mean it's not a real surgery.
Unless they touch your dick or your
okay. All right, so it was not a real surgery.
You had a procedure. You had a procedure.
Surgical procedure. Hey, whenever you gotta go. Yeah, I know it's not on y'all's level. So
I got a copay. My copay higher unless they touch my dick. If my ass, my copay go down.
Yeah,
he said my copay go down.
Yeah, they put this really weird gel on your dick too. It's just weird, man. The whole process is
I like it, yo. I'm a freak. Yeah. I'm about to go self-produce disease for myself just so I can go get my ass touched again.
I guess that's why you like the Rams.
All right, bitch, you ain't had to make it personal, man.
He's like, we're going to the shit, the Rams.
As soon as y'all start talking about my ass, my eyes start tearing up. Fond memories of fondling myself. Oh my goodness, man! So, the thing
every time you get a procedure done, a ram grows its wings. Yeah, the Red Bull.
I genuinely looked at because the slogan for the company is "New Dick, New You." That's what it says.
That's the name of the company.
That's their slogan. I'm not.
So the question is, would you consider, as you can hear, surgery is not your thing? You have plenty of procedures, so you're probably done with those procedures. I mean, I think that those things are circumstantial. It all depends on, one, if you're not happy with what you got, and then two, something may have happened, an accident may have happened, or you got what's called the boomerang dick, where it's curved, and that's where the procedure is to straighten it. Maybe that would be something. But sometimes women like that curved shit when you have to curve the
that wanted dick. You curve the bullet.
Listen, man, rock with what you have. Rock with what you have. Take them rhino pills.
He advocating hard for them rhinos, bro.
You
got these hands in his mouth. Use them.
Hey, man, look. I'm not. This is America.
Hey, I'm curious though. What exactly would be created? Does this using your own flesh to do the augmentations, or is this like, are they adding other apparatus to your dick? So is your dick now bionic? Is it a bionic dick or
reconstruction? So when I hear the word reconstruction,
construction?
I think about like early colonialism or some shit. I don't really think my dick, but
I don't know,
I
man.
guess they break it down and they like give you thicker skin or something like that. I know what a extension is. Like you might, but I want it. That's a good question. Like, is
it coming from human flesh or is it artificial? Is it living flesh?
I don't know, man. I think
it has to be. It has
yeah.
to be
living tissue.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, like they, you know how people make themselves taller.
Mhm.
They break your bones and they like mending with this is fucking. They mending another dick onto your dick.
That's what I'm saying. Some old white guy in the middle of your dick.
So it's gonna be like brown, white, brown,
Right.
and then it's basically gonna be like, you've had a dick augmentation. Look at the ring. I'm okay with it. Rop.
You count the rings on your dick like a tree?
Yeah.
I don't want to Google it, bro. I don't want to Google the process.
You don't want to search engine?
I'm not gonna look it up. I'm okay with just using my imagination.
Do you wake up and your dick's on a rope like it's extended? It's like we're gonna stretch it out today.
Kettlebell.
Hey, yo, it's funny you say that because people used to hang themselves from their dick.
Yikes.
Who?
To stretch them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a real thing, yo. I don't remember from what. I swear to goodness, I read that somewhere. When I was younger, reading encyclopedia way too much.
I know people used to get like 1 pound, 2 pound weights and then like pierce the tip of their penis and hang it like that. But
do that. Yeah, hang your body from your dick. Mm-hmm.
People are too infatuated. If you got a little ass dick, find a little ass pussy.
Yeah, that's how they end up there when Chris Hansen showed up. You're looking for the.
I mean, not that like that.
Have a seat right here, sir.
I didn't say young. I said.
Can you imagine that coming in conversation? Because there's only one of two ways to find this out. One, you have to experience it physically, or two, you have to ask her. So it's like,
yeah, that's the only little pussy I know. After 30, ain't no little pussies in the market left. All the pussies is widescreen.
It's like, baby, do you have a shallow or deep well?
Chris,
is it narrow or wide?
Let me check.
Is it fleshy or hollow? You know what I mean?
Hey man, Blue Chew.
Oh yeah, Blue Chew. I got Blue Chew on me right now, nigga. What you mean?
No fucking way.
What you mean?
In the pocket.
In the pocket, nigga. Hold up.
It's in the pocket.
I keep this shit on me like a football coach keep a Sharpie on him, nigga.
You never know. You go to a drive-in.
That's for when I go out to comedy and my wife hit me.
I can't right now.
I put the kids to sleep. I'll be like, oh. And then I get home, she be sleep and shit. I gotta slap my dick against the banister of the steps till I. Sometimes when you take a Blue Chew, your dick be too hard, yo. I don't know. You get the rock paper scissors dick. You get Mert, I'm gonna give you one next time I see you.
Oh man, you almost killed me on the air right now. Oh Lord.
If you like rhinos, you're gonna love Blue Chews. Oh, you can. When you pull your pants down, your dick say, "Oh, you can."
That's just like.
High green attached to your balls when you pop a Blue Chew.
You saw that movie Firestarter? Whenever he's like doing that brain thing, it was a woo woo. Well, that's what happens when you it's like woo, woo.
My wife said she in the live chat. She said, "I heard that. Now you know when I come home hard as hell, you be like, oh, I'm getting that azul dick."
Oh, you can.
Yep. I'm not fucking with you yet. Look, I gotta make.
And then I guess she'll say "yata" at the end. Yata.
You got fire. You got flame. Dalcine dick.
Oh shit! Reed Richards dick. Mr. Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic. All right, man. Hey, Bert, man, we gonna let you go, man. We gonna close this thing down, man. it's been a pleasure to holler at you, my boy. You know I got a lot of love for you, man, out here in these comedy streets, man. Anything you wanna push out there? Anything you got coming up?
Just add me on Instagram, MertWolf11.
MertWolf11.
MERT Wolf11, and then I'll advertise after everything over there.
Yo,
I'm on SNL next week. I'm on SNL next week.
No doubt. Yo, when you were saying those things, Mert's face changed. It looked like he was like questioning on whether or not he should have came on the show today with us. He was like, "Did I make a right decision? Get on here with these guys." Yeah, you got serious so fast. I'm like, "Oh,
I'm a rhino pill advocate."
You're gonna have a sponsorship next week.
Hey man, I need to get one of these pills. It seems like both of y'all happy in your own strange ways.
Yeah, man.
It's better than surgery, man. It's better than surgery.
Better than surgery. Forget new dick, new you. You can just take a rhino pill or what? What's the other one? Or what?
Fuck you take the rhino. The rhino is accessible. You can go straight to BT and get a rhino right.
And where can I get your where can I get your
Go to Bluetooth.com.
Hit my inbox.
Bluetooth.com.
He's the plug for Bluetooth.
But before I go, we support abortion rights and we support penis replacement rights.
Yeah.
We support both those things.
You can extend your dick.
Your body, your choice. That's what it comes down to. You know, individual rights, yo. You have the right to choose what you do with your body, and you know, no one should take that right from you. You know.
But make sure, like he said, man, Mert Wolf on Instagram. I don't know if he got a Twitter. Mert Wolf on Facebook.
I got Twitter. Twitter's grimy though. You don't want to see me on Twitter.
Okay, yeah.
I'm wilding on Twitter.
You're gonna hate this nigga on Twitter, man. Make sure you go follow him, man, and support him. He's at Magoobies for the Comedian of the Year competition later this month, man. An excellent comedian, an excellent mind. One of the people I really like in the comedy game, man. So make sure you go support my dog, Mert Wolf.
Can I find some of your content online? Like some of your stand-up content?
I ain't there yet.
We gotta get that on there.
I ain't there yet. Step by step.
I'm out of state, so I won't be able to come enjoy your shows and nothing because I'm way down here. Yeah, I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll catch you around, man. You guys have a good Sunday, y'all.
All
right, Mert, man. Thanks for coming on, bro. I'll holler at you soon.
Good meeting you, bro.
All right, peace.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Edwin, man. Yeah, bro. So, yeah, that's the homie Mert Wolf, man. It's a very, very funny dude, man. I love the homie Mert, man.
Yeah, man, that was enjoyable. We definitely went over some very uncomfortable topics, and we breezed through it like it was no big deal. And I as we normally do. Yeah,
that's why we had him. I knew he could flow with you know the way we was rolling, man. So, very funny guy, Mert Wolf, man. Anything else you want to plug before we get up out of here?
It seems like we kind of like put a whole playlist together. Like, you know, while you're getting your abortion, listen to your favorite Disney song. Also listen to your favorite Disney song while you're getting your dick enhancement. You know, and it all flows together, man. We're pro-choice. You know, it's all about choice. You know, but it's just those things can't be taken lightly. Just as Mert was saying, you can't take that stuff lightly. Those are very serious decisions that you have to make. So you shouldn't be making a decision like it's just like eating a sandwich on a Tuesday. You know, this is something you got to put thought into. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But man, it's another great show in the bag. You know, what do you got going on for the week? What's your what you got? You got any events?
Doing shit, man. I had a couple shows this weekend. I'll be in Delaware next weekend. The Tin Roof Open Mic is a mic that Mert often hosts, hosted by Mert Wolf and Garrett Harvest down at Power Plant Live, Tin Roof at Power Plant Live. So if you're around on a Wednesday, make sure you pull up to that and check it. Some of the best comedians in the city coming through there. It's a free show, drink specials, food specials. It's always a good time. I think I'm at some old lady retirement party or some shit in Delaware later this week. And that's about it, man. Thanks for everybody who had me on shows this past weekend. My homie Dawu Shabazz, my homies from the Ellicott Silly Comedy Festival had me on a show this past weekend. And thanks for everybody who watches this podcast. It's just me and my nigga. We venting, we talking, we discussing things, chopping it up. Things that you can't usually talk about at the workplace or shit sometimes in your own backyard with people.
Yeah.
Whispering and shit. So if you like our content, make sure you like, subscribe, share it just to show us, man, and hop in the
Yeah.
comments and let us know what you thinking too.
People, our YouTube channel too. You can watch this platform is open on Facebook and YouTube, so you can get it from either platform that you desire. Make sure you grow. Matter of fact, follow, like and on both platforms. If anything, the more we grow this channel, the more content we can put out. And then also increase the quality of the content and also increase the amount of guests that we have on the show. So everything expands with your support. So
Yes, sir.
give us your support and we'll give you our content. That's how it works. Let's do it.
Hey man, let's leave them with a song today, man. I'm gonna sing a little song for them, man. What was one of the Disney songs that we had? We'll sing on the outro, man.
Snap! I gotta know the song too.
I can show you
the world.
Sparkle, shimmering, shining, on a magic
carpet ride, a whole new world. Don't you dare close your eyes.
We won't judge you for stealing your child. No one to tell us no.
Expand your dick.
Get your penis grow.
Thick.
Don't you dare close your legs.
Don't you dare close your legs.
Feel your child is better. Oh my God, we're going to jail. All right, guys, this has been the Too Late podcast with Edwin Nevada.
It's too late.
Thank you for our special guest, Mert Wolf, for stopping by.
Wow. Oh, it's amazing, man. As always, it's a pleasure.
Yes, sir. We will see you guys next week for another amazing show of the Too Late We Said It podcast. A whole new world.